clearly said, we had to do this, we couldn't do nothing. But nothing and taking Soleimani out are a long ways apart. Were there other measures that could have been taken that wouldn't necessarily have put so much backlash risk out there, but would have done something serious to keep American lives safe?
Well, I find the Secretary's justification a little hard to believe, because in the time that we were in Iraq, from 2003 until our active combat operation stopped in 2009, being struck by rockets was not an everyday thing. It was an all-day, everyday thing. Tens of thousands of rockets were shot at us. The fact that there was an attack on the K-1 base up near Kirkuk, it did kill a contractor, it injured U.S. service members, that apparently was the red line for the United States in dealing with General Soleimani personally, considering that General Soleimani is the man who organized the hundreds of thousands of Hashd al-Shaabi Iraqi militiamen who eliminated ISIS out of Iraq. We actually were coordinating with them during our combat operations. So obviously the administration decided to use this as a justification. And let me tell you, General Soleimani is a strategic commander. He is the guy who is not going to sign off on the individual. It would be a strategic level attack, you know, major suicide attack against the American embassy, something along that line. But that the administration has drawn that line around the rocket attacks, and they viewed that any future attacks were justifiable. That is their justification for killing him.
People in America are preparing for, Iran's warning that there'll be retaliation. Do you have any sense that that retaliation would take place in the way that traditional attacks have taken place in America? That's not typically what Iran has done.
No, Iran has not really been a player in terms of attacks that they've organized inside the United States homeland. We have one confirmed attack, which the Quds Force did try to organize with an American resident, which failed to assassinate the ambassador of Saudi Arabia in Washington, D.C. in Georgetown. But that is not where they're going to play. Iran's strengths are all within the region. They are not a small country, and this is where I think our viewers need to be to have some of the myths dispelled about Iran. When we fought Iraq in 2003, we were really fighting only a quarter of their population, 5 million people, 80,000 combatants. Iran has 85 million people, and they have the capacity to bring every 18 to 35-year-old into the armed forces in a matter of months. That's 20 to 30 million people. They are not going to attack us directly. The ball is in their court. They use asymmetric warfare, which means they will determine the place and the time of their retaliation, and they almost always use proxies so that they don't have their own nation state attacked, and it will be just as effective.